Well, where we stopped was where in the heck is my thing at? Okay, here it is. Yeah, well, where we stopped at was about how Heavenly Father, how he was. We were in like a deep discussion about Heavenly Father and how he was a man first and how he became exalted into like godhood. And that's
Oh, so you were in that, like, did they taught you that restoration, about the restoration?
yeah, they told me how, they told me and showed me books about how supposedly that, there's a great apostasy and everybody fell away and it had to take Joseph Smith to restore the church again and this, that, the other, and
And then, so that means the last thing that they have taught you is about the plan of salvation, right?
well, the last thing that they taught me was how Heavenly Father was once a man and he became exalted into God, the Heavenly Father which you guys worship today.
Okay. And that is the end of your meeting with them. But I would love to, like, review everything, and if you allow me to call you and keep in contact with you, I would love to help you, like, continue and complete the lessons if you allow me.
Well, are you going to finish up? Are you going to finish up the lesson about Heavenly Father, being a mortal man and getting his exaltation into godhood?
Into Godhood. Like, that is about the plan of salvation. It says the creation and the fall, right? It says the earth was created as a place for Heavenly Father children to live and gain experience. Is that where?
No.
Oh.
They were telling me how that about how Heavenly Father, quote unquote, was a man first. Then by strict obedience to the laws and everything, after he died, he became an exalted man, and he became Heavenly Father of this world or of the earth.
Okay. It says, wait a second. Okay. And that is called the, so like after that, the one that you said, Heavenly Father sent us on earth, like send us on earth so that we can also experience, like gain our home body and experience the things on earth. Does that make sense?
So pretty much he wanted us to experience what he experienced as a man.
Yeah, like because it's called the plan. It's called God plans for the happiness of its children, the plan of salvation. And it says, as you learn about the plan of salvation, you will find answers to these questions. Where did I come from? Where did you come from? What is your purpose in this life? And where will you go after this life?
Yeah, because I was going to say, because I know some missionaries I talked to said that, when I told them where we, left off, they're like, oh, are you sure that they taught you that? I'm like, well, yeah, that's what they were teaching me. And they're like, oh, I'm surprised because we're not supposed to, talk about the meat of the doctrine, just the milk.
You mean some missionaries say that? It's because you know that this is the Church of Jesus Christ of
Latter-day Saints, right? Yeah, the Mormons.
Yeah, right. So, I don't know that, but this is when we teach the lesson, this is the second lesson that we teach people to help them understand this question that I have told you.
Yeah, because they were pointing out, I think they say it was like in the book of Abraham and other couple things, showing that Heavenly Father was once a man like us. And they went over the Lorenzo Snow couplet, as man is, God once was, and as God is, man may become.
Oh, I don't know about that. But if you are still interested in learning, I could review and we could start from the beginning so that we can understand each other connected, so I won't confuse you.
I mean, I'm not confused. I know all about, when Joseph Smith was at 12, 13, 14, went into the sacred grove and got on his hands and knees and prayed to God what church what church to join into. And then Jesus Christ and Heavenly Father came down and appeared to Joseph Smith and said, join none of them, for they are all corrupt.
Yeah. In his vision, he saw Jesus Christ and God, and this is what he says about in his vision. It said, Joseph Smith saw Heavenly Father and Jesus Christ. Of this experience, he said, I saw a flare of light exactly over my head, above the brightness of the sun, which descended gradually until it fell upon me. When the light rested upon me, I saw two personages, whose brightness and glory defy all description. Standing above me in the air, one of them spake unto me, calling me by name, and said, pointing to the other, This is my beloved Son, hear him. That is vision. And when he asked about which church to join, God answered him and told him, just a second. It says, he told him and said, not to join any of the churches, for they were all wrong, and because the people draw near to him with their lips, but not their heart, and they are far from him. They teach for doctrine the commandments of men, having form of godliness, but they deny the power of thereof.
I'm still here.
So now, if that means they have taught you the restoration, and the last day of the day that they taught you, they are telling you about the plan of salvation. And that is,
So how they're trying to teach me how I can become, if I follow the plan of salvation and all that stuff. They said I can be exalted into godhood like Heavenly Father.
And what?
And that I could become exalted. I could become exalted like Heavenly Father was.
like Heavenly Father was. Um, yeah, I think so, but uh, the plan of salvation is if you follow the teaching of Jesus Christ, you will find lasting inner peace in this life and eternal joy after death.
Because I want to teach.
Like,
Because I want to
what is
learn.
that?
I want to learn more about how I could become a god.
So we believe that God wants us to become like Him. We are His children, and He created a plan for us to be able to obtain everything that He has. But it all depends on our faithfulness and repenting, being baptized in His name by the power that someone He has given the power to endure to the end and to do the things necessary to be able to live it to make it. And if we do all those things, we are able to become like our Heavenly Father.
Yeah, a god like him, a heavenly Father like him.
It's a promise that's given to us that when we do our best and follow Him, we'll be able to have all things that He has in this life, in the next life. And if you are more interested, are you meeting with missionaries now?
No, like I said, one of his elders came back to say hi, and he said he was gonna contact his ward and have the sister missionaries come over here and teach me more. But that's why I called in like last week, and he said they were going to contact them and have them come over, and that they would call me this week to see if they came by or not, and they never did.
Okay. So do you have the numbers of the elders?
Well, he's not an elder anymore.
Oh, okay.
He,
So we would love to be able to get your information so we can actually send a referral to them to tell, oh, he wants to learn more. Can you come to his house? And we could give you a number of like the bishop near you so you could call them and say you want to meet with the missionary.
okay. That sounds good. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm borderline diabetic and I have to get food in my belly.
Oh, that's perfectly, it's understandable. My grandma is diabetic and it's like, oh, you need to eat.
Yeah.
So, can we have your address?
Hold on 1 second. One more. I'm sorry, a couple more seconds.